Hi there. Today I'm playing around with the classical work. I'm going to blend together the side stretch, up stretch, and the classical front splits. I'm using the classical spring tension on my reformer. That's one medium and one light, one red, one blue, and I have my foot bar in the up position, which on this balanced body reformer is on the middle shelf. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to carefully step up on my reformer, and I'm going to start facing you, the camera, and I'm going to slowly work around to the back. So I'm going to start with the sidelong stretch first. So I have my hands on the foot bar. I'm going to reach my feet back to the shoulder rest, finding a comfortable plank position. Now from here, I'm going to turn my toes towards the camera, and first I'm just going to practice opening the carriage and then riding it right back in, drawing that right shoulder blade down. Abdominals are tight. Inhale, opening. I'm trying to slowly put more weight in the right hand than the left hand so I can start to feel that shoulder girdle work. One more here. Exhale. I'm only going to come halfway in. Inhale to prepare. Now exhale, I'm going to pike the hips up. For 3, pressing into that right hand to draw that shoulder blade down, the right side working the right lats and right obliques. One more. Now I'm going to take my right hand, bring it to the center of the foot bar. The spring tension is heavy, so it supports my back a little bit more if I had a lighter spring tension. I'm going to inhale, open. Now I'm going to try and bend as much as I can under that right waist to close the carriage. Inhale, open. I'm going to follow my hand with my eyes. And then exhale, I'm going to lift out of that armpit, drawing that shoulder blade down to my waist, creating as much lateral flexion as possible. Inhale, opening. Exhale, I'm going to come up one more time. Now let's thread the needle. I'm going to open and I'm going to pike the hips as I reach my fingertips under, finding some rotation with those obliques to the window behind me. Inhale, open. Now exhale, deflate those abdominals. I imagine my abdominals are a sponge. I'm going to wring those abs out just like I would a red sponge. One more. And exhale, under. From here, I'm going to bring my both hands back up onto the foot bar. I'm going to close the carriage and I'm going to get ready for the up stretch. So for up stretch, I start with my hips over my feet. I'm going to inhale, lengthen the body long, extending the feet behind me. Now exhale, leading with the crown of my head and my shoulders. I close the carriage. Wait for the carriage to close. I drop my head, scoop my belly, roll the hips back, sending them back over my heels. Right here, I find a little extension by lifting my head and lengthening the tail. Inhale, open. Now exhale, I'm going to draw it all the way in, maintaining that plank position. Drop my head, scoop my belly, roll my hips back, much like an ocean wave, finding the extension right there. Inhale, opening. Exhale, I'm going to draw all the way back in. Last one here. Now, I'm going to bring my right foot up onto the foot bar, going into the front splits. My hips are square. First three reps, I'm going to practice just the split, enjoying the split, trying to keep my hips square. I'm going to do 2 more with both legs straight and my hands down. And exhale up. Last one. It feels so good. Exhale back up. Now I'm going to bend that right knee, bringing it right over my toes. And then once I'm comfortable, I come up to right here like this. Now I'm going to lift up from the pelvic floor. Hips are pressed forward. I naturally have really tight hip flexors, so I may look a little bit tight right there. I'm working on it. We're going to inhale. Exhale, I'm going to come down into that split. And I'm going to draw it all the way back in. And again, inhale, lifting up. Exhale, down. And back in. And again, let's do one more. It feels so good. I'm connected under the shoulders, lifted from the pelvic floor, so my trunk is nice and stable. Now from here, I'm just going to switch feet. Right here, like that. Lengthening that left leg long, hips are square. I'm going to do 3 nice, easy stretches. I really do love this series. I love to throw it into my classes, even though I teach a pretty contemporary style. It's always fun with the contemporary work. I think clients appreciate it. And now I'm going to come all the way in, bending my left knee, bringing it over my toes, finding my balance. Check in with a connection under your shoulders, lifting up from that pelvic floor. I'm going to lengthen it up. Now I'm going to exhale, come down. Now it's not all about how low into the splits you can go. It's about staying stable and lifted from that pelvic floor. I don't want to drop into those hips or into my back ankle. I want to stay lifted and strong. I'm going to do one more. Now, I'm going to come back into the up stretch. So carriage is closed as I send my hips over my feet. Position 1. Position 2, I extend my feet out. 3, lead with the crown of the head, maintaining that nice perfect plank as I come in. Now I drop my head, scoop my abdominals, round up as much as I can, all while keeping that carriage closed. Lengthen it long. Exhale, drawing it in. Now I drop my head, I hollow out those abdominals, round back, round back, round back. Then I come into a nice little extension right there. Let's do one more. Good, now from here, we're gonna turn to the side, we're gonna go to the side long stretch. So my shoulders start over my hands, I'm working that left side. Inhale, open, we're gonna do sets of 3 here. Exhale, draw that shoulder blade down, abdominals are tight as I ride that left hand back in. There's no missing that left shoulder girdle work. You're definitely gonna feel it. Now I also cue my clients to not drop their hips. If they drop their hips, they're not gonna be able to stay connected under that shoulder. Now I'm going to come halfway in, pause, inhale to prepare, exhale, pike it up, draw that heel under. I want the carriage to close all the way, exhale. Now I'm almost 5'11", so I'm able to pike. If you're a little bit shorter than me, maybe propping your foot bar up a little higher or scooting your feet closer to the springs is going to. Now, from here, I'm going to take my left hand, bring it to the center. I'm going to do a one-hand side long stretch. So I'm here. I'm going to open all the way out. I want to create as much lateral flexion as possible by bending in that left side, cinching that rib cage to my hip bone to close. Inhale, open. I'm going to follow my hand with my eyes, adding to a little bit of the challenge. Exhale, lifting that waist away from the floor, closing the carriage. And again, exhale back in. It is a lot of work for the left shoulder, girdle, and arm. One more. And back in. Now I'm going to open halfway out, pause. Inhale to prepare. Thread the needle coming up, guys. Right here, rotate under. I'm going to try and touch the camera, opening. Exhale, wringing out those abdominals as if they were a sponge. My arm, you guys, is on fire. I'm going to do just one more here. And then from here, I simply step off the reformer carefully and